Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I was watching last night's Life After Lockup, and now I know why I don't watch these things, because they're pretty damn boring. But somebody posted the full episode, so I figured, hey, I'll give it a shot. It's 43 minutes, so I'm like, okay, that's 43 minutes, I'll never get back, but I'm going to try anyway. So I did. Now, it's all about, Ken moving into the house, which they keep calling Ken's house. I mean, even though she's not living with him, they could still say our house. Everybody knows they went in on the mortgage together. It's actually on one of the shows. They said they both qualified for the mortgage. Yet they keep saying Ken's house, Ken's house, Ken's house. Drives me nuts. So anyway, Ken goes fishing with his father-in-law. First time. He doesn't know how to fish. Doesn't know nothing about it. Blah, blah. Boring. He thought dolphins were orcas. Like, there's not a big difference right there. City.
Well, I definitely am, like you said, making sure I'm putting enough. Holy shit, are those orcas? Whoa. Did you see that? No. Is that what that is? Yeah. That's an orca?
Yeah. No. Girl lives in Canada, knows the difference. Ken, come on. Really? Maybe you belong with her. Starting to wonder. Because I used to think you were a pretty bright person, but now, not so much. Not so much. And now I've had a lot of comments about this morning's video about the baby. And I'm going to say 99% of the people that commented back agreed. Their babies were squirmy when they're in pain. They're loud. They're squirmy. They bop their heads around. They move their arms and legs. They don't just sit there in one position screaming their bloody head off. It doesn't work that way. So we're back to the real baby doll situation. And I did put out a theory that maybe it's both. I don't know. If she doesn't have full-time custody of the baby, she might want to use a reborn doll in the meantime just to make people think that she has full custody. Okay? I do have a few... Oh, I thought I lost my earring. I do have a few viewers that were kind of mad that I keep saying that it might be a doll. They really think it's a real baby, and they're entitled to that opinion, And I'm not saying there might not be a real baby. I'm just on the fence. Show me proof. I need more proof than these little snippets that she puts out there that look fake as hell. So that's not swaying me, these kind of videos. You know what I mean? So we're back to square one again. So reborn doll / real baby, we don't know yet. It's still up in the air, but I gotta say, last night, Life After Lockup was supposed to air at 9 o'clock. No. 8 or 9? 9, I think. And Lifetime pushed it to 10. So when they push a show further back in the time slots, means people are losing interest in watching it. So they'd rather put something that's interesting in their big time slot, so more people will watch. That's all they're looking for, is audience. They don't care about Gypsy Rose. They don't care about all the stuff that's going on social media. They don't give a shit. All they care about are the views. And if another show is going to be more views than Gypsy Rose, well, she's going to be kicked out of that time slot and put somewhere else. It's just the way it is. And it looks like by them doing that, that's solidifying to me that maybe they're not going to do another season for her. No matter if she's putting out wedding plans maybe, or if she's putting out this or that or whatever, she's trying to spice it up. It's not working, and I don't think that they're going to get another season. And I know y'all are happy about that, so am I. Look, me saying y'all all the time now. Jeez. Anyway, I know you guys are all happy about that, and so am I. So am I, okay? But I got a snippet, too, of Gypsy talking about Dee Dee, okay? Now, you got to think, when this was taped, she was still pregnant, okay? So I'm going to put that here.
You didn't have a normal childhood, so like, what's your vision on what a normal kid's upbringing is?
I mean, I don't think there's such thing as normal, but there's things that I don't know that are normal that are normal. I want her to have life experience, family time, like not the life that I was living with my mom. Love you.
Love you.
So she says Dee Dee was a bad mom. Now, I don't know about that, Gypsy. You got a lot of stuff when you were a kid, okay? And yes, all the malingering helped. I'm sure a lot of charities came at you to give you stuff, but I'm also sure your mother went out of her way to try to get you stuff as well, okay? We saw your bedroom as a child, full of stuffed animals and dolls, and it looked like a little princess's room. Messy, yes, but most kids' rooms are. And I know a lot of people who could never give that to their children, as much as they loved them. They just couldn't do it. And even though your mother didn't have a 9-to-5 job, her 9-to-5 was you. You were her world. And she tried her best. And for you to sit there and say that she wasn't a good mom, shame on you. That's all I gotta say. Shame on you. My mother is narcissistic. Okay? She had 3 daughters. And you know narcissistic mothers don't go well with daughters. But she did her best. She did her best. And I love my mother. And if anything, my mother gave us all that she could. Okay? She gave us all that she could. And we appreciate that. And I would never, ever say my mother was a bad mother. Never. You'd never hear that. But, you know, we didn't have trips. Well, we had trips, but we didn't have trips to like Disney World. I didn't get to meet, you know, celebrities. Nothing like that. But, you know, I wouldn't trade my childhood for anything. And for you to sit there and say your mother was a bad mother and you don't want to be a mother like her, girl, you better count your lucky stars that you made it to where you are in life. And it was from your mother, alive and deceased. All right? You're living off blood money. I hope you know that. Anyway, I was watching a panel that was on a friend of mine's TikTok today. And guess who was on it? Okay, Ivy Rose Girls Louder was on it. That was supposed to be like her main guest, I think. But guess who showed up? Fancy. Yeah, Fancy shouting the odds. Saying, oh, you all didn't believe her in the beginning. You all trashed her. You all said her getting on a GoFundMe for lawyers and stuff was stupid and all this stuff, right? Now, who's she talking to? Mainly, I don't think is every creator or every audience member out there. I think she was targeting a select few, put it that way. And we all know who that is, right? I'm not going to mention names. We all know. But she was on there, and then as soon as Hate Tea, I know you've seen her on Sir Morbid's, well, she popped on, and as soon as she popped on, Fancy left. Fancy can dish out the fire, but she can't stand in the oven. Is that the way you say it? No. That sounds really weird. Okay. She can dish it out, but she can't take it. In other words, okay? We all know that. That's just the way she is. So she was on there, and Haiti was on there, and then Nicole from Sir Morbid, she was on there too. And a few other people. Some, I don't know who they are, but, you know, they were probably friends of my friend. So I was listening for a little bit, and poor Ivy Rose Girls Louder, she started crying. Okay, she was very appreciative of the backing that she's getting right now. And I think people should show her a little more grace, a little more love, because she did go through a hard time. And she stuck it out. She stuck it out. She stayed there. She put out her videos, whether people wanted to see them or not. She didn't care if they were, you know, trashing her or whatever. She did what she had to do. And I applaud her for that. Because a lot of people wouldn't do that. They would just close up shop and leave. And she didn't. So, bravo. Anyway, guys, that's my video for this afternoon. Please like and subscribe. It helps me in the algorithm. And everything in this video has been my thoughts, opinions, and or alleged. Bye, guys.